My favorite part about teaching is anytime a student has that aha moment where they figure something out.
Miss Peter's nice, and she help you out. I like Miss P because she helps kids when they need her.
She's calm, she's kind, and she knows how to help in any situation.
Watching them grow and develop, and it's just a beautiful thing to be able to raise this next generation, and I feel really lucky.
My favorite thing about Miss Neal is her authentic personality and how she's not afraid to tell students the way it is.
She leaves the classroom open for open conversations.
She helps us do activities, but it's not like, oh, I have to do this activity. It's like, oh yay, it's finally time to do the activity.
My favorite part about teaching is the bonds that you make with the students and the families. And then when they leave you and they graduate college, they come back to see you, then you know you made a difference.
Letting them know that they can do hard things. All they have to do is try.
She treats me the way she wants to be treated, and she always says good morning to me, and I like her.
If I'm having trouble in math or language arts, she'll take me over to her table and she'll explain it more to me.
When I see kids thinking for themselves and advocating for themselves and trying something new that maybe they never thought that they could do before.
When your students really grasp a concept, when they realize that they learned something and their face just lights up like a light bulb.
They have that aha moment, you can see it in their face, and you hear them say something like, I'm really good at this, or I can do this, and it's just such a great moment to see.
I call those light bulb moments because it's like a light goes off in their brain and they can see things that they didn't see before, and it's just my favorite thing. It's why I do what I do.
Like that celebration and the moments leading up to it are my favorite part of teaching.
The favorite thing I like about my teacher is working with her.
She tries to make sure everyone feels good about what they did and how they did it.
My favorite teaching moment is that instant when the child, my student, announces to the world, I can read.
I really love the open house or meet the teacher because you get to see the students and your classroom finally come alive.
My favorite thing about Miss Drano, she's really funny and kind.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Miss Carlson is the amount of effort she puts into each of her lessons and how well she explains everything for us to understand.
I teach in an immersion school. I teach in Spanish. And so after giving detailed instructions on a math activity, I set the kids to work by saying, vamos. Then I turned around to get some materials, and I see 25 children following me around the classroom.
Yo creo, señora, al Señor Dios está buena y todo está bien y yo quiero a ella.
My first year of teaching, my dad came to my classroom and a 7th grader looked at him and said, so, that's your kid, huh? Pointing to me. And my dad said, yep. And the student said, well, you raised a good one. I took that experience and tried to put humor, laughter, silliness, and fun into the music room every day.
She teaches us a lot about beats like clap, clap, snap, stomp, and stuff. And I always wanted to be a violinist, but she teaches about violin and sometimes the ukulele. And I love doing that because she's very fun.
So my favorite moments are listening to kids.
She takes time out of her day when she could be doing what she wants, and she comes and she listens to a bunch of kids and listens to them and helps them solve their problems.
I think she's very understanding and really funny and kind and caring.
I like to hear about what they like, what challenges them, what's going on in their classes, what they think about life, how they're feeling.
Teaching has been a very rewarding career for me, just making connections with kids and hopefully making a difference in their lives.
Every single time I go to this class, I'm in a good mood. He cares about me, we make jokes, have a secret handshake. Man's kind and caring and loves his students.
My favorite thing about Miss Amati is the way she teaches and her charismatic personality and how she loves all of her students.
When I had a group of students who volunteered at the Walter Reed Community Center, rode a smoothie bike to prepare the smoothies, and they served the senior citizens. They played games with the senior citizens, and it was great to see my students in a different light, just seeing them being great people, caring for people in their community.
My favorite thing about Miss Dyer is that she's always there for the school. She helps keep everything on track and organized. She's like the glue that holds everything together.
If there's something happening in the school, there's a good chance Miss Dyer's behind it.
My favorite teacher moment is seeing my kids grow, graduate from Long Branch, and succeed in middle school and high school and become whatever they want to be in life.
He liked to play games. Silly. He is silly. He is silly.
My favorite thing about Miss Ibuki is she's nice. She allows us to have plenty of free time, gives us fun activities. She's just a nice teacher.
It's just the opportunity to work with students every single day in small groups during whole group lessons and meeting them where they are and seeing the amount of growth they make by the end of the year.
How do we like work?
I love teaching students how to read. There's nothing that makes my heart happier when I see a kid who's been trying to know their letters, and then they do it. They read a book and they finish it and they look at me with a glow of, I've done it.
My favorite thing about my teacher is that she's really organized and she gets her students on top of things.
And she cares about all of her students.
If you need help with something, you can go find Miss Lamper.
After I've seen a student for a friendship problem and I've given them tools and strategies to try to solve the problem, and they tell me I was having another problem with my friend, but I solved it on my own, that is one of the best moments.
It's the series of moments that I observe when my students are working on a project collectively.
My favorite thing about my teacher is when I'm having a hard time understanding things, they take the time to pull me aside and go over it.
The first day I came in, they were so enthusiastic and welcoming about their class and their subject, especially towards me.
She always helped me out when I'm struggling with something in math.
When she teaches a subject, she simplifies it so that it makes it sound that it's really easy to understand.
I love when they are supportive of each other's ideas. That just makes me so happy.
Miss Cherry because she helps us learn.
She was the one person who helped me when I came here to the United States. She was trying to help me with everything.
She is my inspiration to continuing studying English. She helped me a lot last year for making me a good person too. And I love her as a grandmother, and she's a great person, and I hope she is still doing what she loves.
I think one of my favorite teaching moments was when I first started teaching EL students. At that time it was called HILT, and I really didn't realize what experiences some of my students had, and that just because they spoke English didn't mean that I needed to treat them like children. So one young man that I had went to the bathroom without a pass. He just got up, walked out of the room, and then he came back. And when he came back, I said, "Where were you?" "I was in the bathroom, miss." I said, "You can't leave the classroom without a pass." And he looked at me as if I were from another planet, and he said, "Miss, I just walked here all the way from Guatemala. Why do I need a pass to go to the bathroom?"
My favorite teaching moment was when I was teaching first grade, and there was a student who just couldn't connect with anything that I was saying or doing in class, and they were obsessed with Minecraft. I went and bought Minecraft. I played Minecraft. I don't know how to play Minecraft. I died so many times. I went back, told the kid about Minecraft and my adventures, and from then on, Minecraft conversations were everywhere. They were quite abundant, and we were really connecting, and we got through that first grade year. But he made so much progress, but it was because of the connection to the Minecraft, which I still don't get to this day, but it was the best. It's not really the teachable moment, but a teachable lesson for myself. How do I make a connection with the kiddo so that we can get our academic work done? It's not just academics, it's also social emotional learning too.